how can white get the best result at handling and attacking this black group. Generally in this position, black does not want to fight a ko, or does not want to get into a ko fight, because this group is almost alive. Black needs one move to live, and if black gets into a ko, the damage black has to take is way too huge, and black usually does not want to get into any kind of ko fights. Now we've established this position is a seki for white, but gote. If white goes over here, same story, this is another seki, and black gets sente. So these two moves doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, obviously these 4 doesn't work. If white goes here, black goes here. If white goes here, black can just go here. If white goes here, black can just go here, make an eye, and this is second eye. If white goes here, black can just simply go over here, and there's nothing white can do. If white goes here, black can just go here. Nothing white can do. So these 4 doesn't work. Now, we've established that these 2 is a seki, but it is gote. What about this one? Let's try this one. If you go over here, bad news. Black can actually live. Black has 1 eye, white has no eyes. And no matter what white does, black is alive. This is not a ko, because this is a fake eye and black has 1 real eye. So this position is alive for black. Now this leaves us to the final position, final possibility, which is M3, this vital point. And this is actually the best result white can get. If black plays over here, white gets this move, and there's a ko. If black plays over here, it is also a ko. Black cannot play here, because then white just simply go in here and capture all of these black stones. So black should not play this move. If black plays over here, white push. If black blocks here, it is a ko. It is a 1-step ko for white, because white needs to win 2 ko threats in order to capture this entire group. White needs to win this ko threat, white needs to go over here and win another ko. So white needs to win 2 kos to capture this entire black group. And we've also established that black does not want a ko fight in this corner, because a ko fight is not going to be beneficial for black, and the risk and the potential loss for black is just too much to handle. So in this position, black's best move to make a seki is by going at N3. What do you see from this position and this position up here? It is the same thing. White can go down at M1, threaten this snapback. But because there is an extra space, because it's an 8-point life and death and not a 6-point life and death, black can just simply connect, and this is a seki. Compared to this over here, if black connected, this is a dead shape. If white goes over here, black captures, this is a dead shape. These 3 black stones in the corner creates a very interesting shape, and a lot of variations can occur when this shape happens. Now, this shape is extremely common when you guys are in the single digit queue or in the down level. A common position where this shape can occur is when black attaches on the 3-3 in this large nice move enclosure from the 3-4 komoku. White harness, black crosscuts. This crosscut is very important. After the crosscut, white will use an extension, and then black ataris and descent. Now, this becomes a test. What is white going to do? Let me just spoil the answer for you. Black is unconditionally alive. No matter the tricks or whatever white does, black is unconditionally alive. Let's start with the basics. White plays over here, threatening the stone. What should you do? You should create some eye space. And by creating eye space, you make a tiger's mouth. If white blocks over here, you make an eye. Eye over here and an eye on A12. Black has 2 eyes. If white uses the 2-2 vital point, then from the previous lessons you've learned about the 8-point life and death, the L shape, you know how to deal with the 2-2 vital point. You use a hane on B13. The hane on B13, white can play A12. White must play A12. Otherwise, if white goes here, then you have 2 eyes. So after white plays A12, you can extend, increase your eye space on the second line. White blocks, you go down here. You have 2 eyes. Very simple. 1 eye on C13 and an eye over here. Extremely simple. And this actually looks like a L+1 life and death shape as well. Now you learn how to deal with both of these moves. And white has 1 trick move. White can play this, descent. If you think, oh, let me make an eye over here, then you've fallen into white's trap. White can use an Atari. If you connect, white can play here and black is dead. After white goes here, if you play here, this is a ko. there is only one move in this position that can save your group. That move is the 2-1 vital point. If white blocks over here, you have to play the second 2-1 vital point. One eye in the corner and an eye on B12. This B12 eye cannot be broken. White plays over here, you connect, you have 2 eyes. If white throwing, you simply capture. If white Atari, since you still have space to extend your eye space out here, black can simply push out, make this eye. If white captures the card, you connect and you make 2 eyes. If white plays this move, then you simply ignore whatever white does. You go out and make the second eye. The moment you care about this move and you use an Atari, white's going to block and you cannot make this eye over here because white can capture. If you go over here, your stones are dead. The L shape in the corner is very common in terms of invasion, and we're trying to settle in a corner. When your opponents surround your group, knowing the corner shapes, knowing the L group shape, whether it's alive or whether it's dead, it's going to save you a lot of calculation when you're entering your actual games. As you see on the board, there are 4 positions. This is a basic L shape, like in this. This one is an L+1, so it's an L shape plus an extra stone out here. This one is another L+1, it's an L shape with an extra stone over here. And this one is an L+2, so L shape with 2 extra stones. Now, each 4 of this position have a different result. In this position, if black doesn't play the vital point, in this position, the correct answer is black can play over here, and this group is fully alive. If white tries to take away the black's eye space, like from up here, black can simply connect, and you see because of the +1, because of the 1 extra stone over here, black can make this a real eye. White cannot go back and escape. This is also a real eye. If white tries to reduce black's eye space, black has a few ways to live over here. Black can either block, and if white keeps reducing, black gets into a 4-point life and death. Alternatively, black can also play a B1, which makes the eye at A1 and makes the eye on B2. But this one actually loses with just 1 point. So the most efficient move is playing a C1, and this group is fully alive. If white tries to go in here, then black can simply go here. And black has 1 eye here and another eye over here. In the last lesson, we learned about the L+2, 1 on this side and 1 extra stone on this side. But today, we're going to go deeper into the L+2 life and death. What you see on the board right now, there is an L+2 life and death from the top left corner and an L+2 life and death on the bottom right corner. Now, both of these groups are unconditionally alive, which means black does not need to play anything and white has no way to capture these groups. If white tries to capture this group, for example, by using the technique of reducing eye space, let's say from this side, black is going to block. If white uses a vital point at 2-2, you simply honey, and you're threatening this move to make 2 eyes. If white goes down, you simply capture the stone, and you have an eye on C13 and an eye in the corner. If white reduces from the other side, you simply play the vital point at 2-2 or 2-1. Both of them works, but the 2-2 point will end up being a seki, as we learned from the last lesson. This will end up being a seki. You're still alive, but that's not the most efficient answer and efficient result in this position. So playing the 2-1 point after white harness over here is the best result. If white plays the 2-1 point again to get rid of your eye, you simply connect. You have 1 eye on B11 and an eye in the corner. There's no way for white to connect the stones together. If white uses the 2-2 vital point, then you can simply play 2-1. This move ensures you have the eye on C13, so that, okay, if white goes over here, you can block, and this is an eye. And it also ensures that if white goes on A12, you can play A11, stopping these 2 white stones from connecting back, and on the next move, you can capture these white stones by playing at B11. If white goes over here and connects, then you can simply tenuki and play somewhere else. This is unconditionally alive. If white goes over here, then you can simply play over here. If white Atari, you connect. These 2 stones will get captured in the next move. You have another eye over here as well. If white uses the 2-1 vital point, here, remember the secret. White is trying to go back and connect on the first line. You don't want white to do that. So you have to cut apart and cut white's escape path. And here comes the basic shape. If you play over here, then white is going to do some tricky and weird stuff, and this is going to be a seki. So shapes really matter, especially in life and death. Try to create tiger's mouth. Tiger's mouth, you can make an eye on the next move. So how to stop this white stones from going back by using a tiger's mouse. You play at A11. You create a tiger's mouse at B11, and if one reduces your eye space on the other side, you can play B12. You have one eye over here, and this white stone is captured, therefore it becomes 2 eyes. If white goes over here, then you can simply hane. Reduce these 2 white stones liberties, and you also ensure you have an eye on C13. This is very important, and this transposes back into some previous variations. Now, we have to go into the tricky moves I can play. Why might I use A11? What do you do? Inside Go Genius, you'll get access to over 1.5 hours of corner shape life and death, the most commonly occurred shapes in your game of Go. And mastering those corner shapes, they will either save you 20 to 30 points or gain you 20 to 30 points when you finally and fully understand those shapes. So join Go Genius now and sharpen your own fundamentals. I'll see you in the next video.